you for joining me. My name's Laura Mackey. I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. You may have seen my video sharing how I made these cute little Halloween treat pouches. And I thought I would come back and just share with you how I coloured the little monsters. So I'm using the Boo to You stamp set with Memento ink and then some Stampin' Blends. Colours of Stampin' Blends that I've used are Pumpkin Pie. Can you see them all right there? So I've got Pumpkin Pie, Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, Blackberry Bliss and Mango Melody. These are the little monsters I've been colouring. So we've got Granny Apple here, we've got Pumpkin Pie, we've got Blackberry Bliss, more Granny Apple, Bermuda Bay, and then this one on the end is Mango Melody. So you actually don't need all these colours. I find it more fun just doing different colours and rather than getting bored doing them all in one colour. However, you don't need to do them in lots of different colours. You could literally purchase two lots of blends, a Bermuda Bay, say, and a Pumpkin Pie, and you'd be good to go. So you don't need all these colours. Always stamp in Memento ink when you are using the blends. So just applying the ink to the stamp and just applying a little bit of pressure just for a nice clean image. So that's it all stamped. I'm just going to clean off my stamp too using the Simply Chamois. It's quite nice, it's quick, leaves my stamp nice and clean, looks after it. They're literally, it's weird because look how dirty that is, and then it doesn't come off on my fingers. I just store it in a clear case. So, colouring. Everyone does it differently. I think we, just going to move the camera a little bit because it's got a bit of a wobble on. I'm just going to move you a bit more. I don't know why that's suddenly gone a bit wobbly woo. Who knows? It's still dropping down a bit. I'm going to just pull it in just a fraction. There we go. And it's still dropping. So everyone uses the Stampin' Blends different. Now I like to lay down my light, go in and add my darker areas with the darker pen, and then go back over and blend with the light. I think it's one of them things, the more you play with it, you can experiment, you can lay your dark down first, you can go over with your light. You get to know how you like to use them. This is just my preference and how I like to use them. So I'm going to do, oh, I don't know. I'm going to do, no, I'm not going to do it. I've done quite a few green ones for some reason. So I'm going to do a Bermuda Bay. So there's two ends to the Stampin' Blends. We have a fat end and a thin end. Because of the size of this image, I'm going to go with the fatter end just because it lays down the colour quicker for me. So I'm just going to go in and just lay a layer of this lighter colour all over. The thicker end, depending on the areas you're using, you might feel you'd want to use the finer end for this size image. Really, they are lovely pens to use. There's no right or wrong with these. So you can lay the dark down first and then go over the top with the light. Sometimes I do that depending on I think it depends on almost the image I'm colouring. So there's my light. And then I'm going to go in and add some darker areas. So I'm going to add a little bit of dark underneath his eyes, right at the top of his arm, on his leg, on the top of his arm again, round by this horn, and then round underneath his belly, and then a little bit underneath his mouth. So imagine sort of the light is coming this way. not going to put the lid on because sometimes I like to go back over. And then just starting off on that darker, I like little circular motions, but you can stroke it. There's no rhyme or reason. If you've never used alcohol markers, I hadn't used alcohol markers before Stampin' Up brought us these. And I just love them. I love that my colouring looks like I'm some kind of genius artist without being an artist really. So you see I'm just applying that light over and I'm just sort of blending it out. And on his leg. And just a little bit on top there. Like that. It does take a few minutes to dry. It's quite saturated with a lot of ink, which as you can see it does come through. One thing I didn't say in fact is I'm using just the standard Whisper White Stampin' Up cardstock. I think I'm going to do green horns. So I'm going to use the fine tip end this time and layer the Granny Apple Green all over his horns. And then the fine tip again. I'm just going to add a little bit of dark just to the base of his horn really. And then again, circular motions over the top of the dark and then just blending it up the horn. Like that. And then what colour spots shall I give him? I think I might give him Mango Melody. No, yes. So I'm just going to use one colour. They're such tiny little spots that I'm actually not worried about using the light and dark on that. Especially when they're for 5-year-old children I'm making these treats for. They're probably not. They're probably actually going to just tear the thing open and eat the chocolates. So, and then once you can then go in and you see, and then just add some darker back bits under his eyes. And then I just added some darker flecks over these little darker bits that's stamped on. If you can see that. And that's how easy they are to colour. And then all I've done is I then fussy cut that out. And then if you want to know how I made this treat pouch, if you go on my videos, there is another video how to make the quick and easy treat pouch. But I hope that helps you. Any of the products I've used, if you'd like to have a go with the Stampin' Blends, if you visit my blog, www.lauramackie.co.uk, there's a little button which you can click on shop now and then you can find these listed there. But I'd say I would start off by maybe 3 different colours. You also can have a colour lifter, which I haven't even used the colour lifter. The colour lifter will draw off a little bit of the ink, and also if you went outside the edges you can draw that back. I'd just say though, if you've never used them before, start off with the Memento ink and then probably three colours to get yourself going. I've used 3 colours on that today, although you could do the spots in, so even just two pens. So what have I used? The Bermuda Bay and then say the Granny Apple Green. So you can start off with those 2s, the Memento ink pad, and you are good to go. Which everything's available, like I say, on my blog. If you've got any questions about the Stampin' Blends, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'm always here and I love to hear from you if you've got any problems, and I can see if I can help you. Thank you for coming by today, and I'll hope to be back again soon with another video. Thank you.